Understand? But how could you become people's friends quickly in a conversation where they just they like you, they trust you, they respect you, they want to be around you, they understand, where you're just acting like their friend? How do you do this? How do friends talk to each other? You're talking about your initial connection in your emails. So let's say you follow up with that person, you send them something. What do you send them? Do you send them a whole list of everything your product does, or you send them hey buddy, when can we get together? Your friends send you an email like that, don't they?
Yeah.
But how many of you mark it that way? Kenneth does. One person.
Well, I did. I was connecting to people on LinkedIn, and there was a computer guy that was talking about personal development in Australia. And I responded back to him, and I said, hey, fellow geek, take a look at this. And I gave him my Outlier Global link, and he signed up.
Fellow geek. Some friends call each other geeks.
But I was able to connect with him at that level, and I've sent similar emails and stuff out, but I'm polishing it. But this guy signed up, and he was interested in it. Because he connected. He's like, hey, fellow geek, how you doing? That's what it was.
So if you got to connect with people in a way that is just like their friend would, because they would do business with their what?
Friend.
Their friend. So how do people talk to their friends? Casually.
Real.
So how could you have a real conversation instead of calling me and go, Charlotte, this is Michael Bernoff. You have a few minutes. Can I share this with you? How can I make that more like I'm one of your friends? How would one of your friends call you?
Hey, what are you doing?
First thing, they start the conversation with Charlotte instead of is Charlotte there?
Yeah.
Okay, so Charlotte, hey, what's going on? Hey, you got a few seconds? I got something cool I want to share with you. Now, granted, who is this again? Well, this is Mike Bernoff, blah, 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 blah. Whatever you got to do to get past that little bit. But what do we do to become real here instead of being like everybody else? See, there's a frame that we have, a frame of reference. And it's very interesting. I wasn't expecting to share this today, but I'm going to share this. There are different frames. There is, frame is here. Let's just do 3 frames here. You guys got it? There is the salesperson frame. There is the friend frame. And the family frame. So when someone calls you, a salesperson calls you on the phone, what instantly happens in your body?
What do you want? Clothes off.
Defense.
Yeah,
Clothes off.
No.
When a friend calls you, is not trying to get you, not like one of those people that waits to the end of a conversation to tell you what they really want and ask for money, not that person. But what do you typically happen when a friend calls? What do you do?
Relax.
Relax. What about a family calls? So this is relaxed. This is stiff. This is relaxed, stiffly relaxed. And this is important to understand. What is the difference in these type of conversations? The person's mindset. If you're to go call a business call right now, you're to go call a business call, how many of you have a different mental framework of what's going on in your body, in your head, for making a personal call versus a business call? Anybody?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what about the person in the line? Do they have the same thing going on?
Yeah.
So how do we take the business call and make it a personal call? That should probably be your outcome, shouldn't it? How do I become this person's friend without strategically becoming their friend with Sherry, so what did you do today? How do we do that where it becomes real? You go to the networking events, the funny thing is, if you act too polished and too perfect, what happens? You lose them.
Yeah, you're losing that one too.
You lose a sale. But what could you do to really create a friendship with somebody? How does a friend talk? Let's talk about this. How did you guys all talk with each other at the beginning when you first got here?
Informational.
Yeah, you share something about yourself.
Yeah, hey, a friend shares something.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe what happened today. Updates.
Well, see,
She just brought up a whole key point. Deborah, wow, Facebook, updates. What's
Updates,
going on? Hey, I just read a really cool book today. Why would you want to tell someone that you just met in a couple minutes? Twitter is built around that. People want to know what I read, what kind of underwear you're wearing today. You know what I mean?
They really don't care about that. They just post it.
They post
They
it.
do so care.
They do.
You'd be amazed. People comment back, who are you? What do you want to know?
I get more conversation from what I'm cooking for dinner than anything else.
They want to know that. How many times have you told that to a prospect?
no way.
And it sounds wrong to do. But isn't that the way prospects talk to, isn't that the way people talk to each other that are friends?
I was on a phone call yesterday, and I could feel it was kind of a businessy thing. And she was doing all the things like, well, I can't do anything, I can't talk about it, I can't think about it right now, I just had surgery. And so I said, oh, I hope you're okay. And her whole countenance, you could just tell, changed. Because I was concerned about her. The reason I had called was all of a sudden just completely gone. And then she was able to say at the end, well, call me later for the next one. And I'm going, it was just a matter of just making it personal again. Like, oh, I hope you're okay. And
So
it's simple.
becoming their friend, and I don't mean just getting them to like you, thinking in a pattern that how would I talk with this person if I already knew that? So when you call somebody, they immediately have this frame on it. We need to get them here. Okay. Now, so how do we do that? I can show you a couple ways how to do that. But how do we do that? You guys tell me one, I'll tell you two.
Listen.
I had one happened to me last week. I put a,
So it happened to him,
yeah.
which is good. Which frame did the conversation start in?
Well, I had an ad out in LinkedIn rather, for cash flow. It's a board game that teaches you
Sure.
finance. And somebody replied to it and said, wow, you get it. Someone else gets it. How long have you been playing cash flow? And then he called me up and we had a conversation and we're going to meet next week.
He just said, "Why you get it?"
Yeah.
Just like when I call people, I say the weirdest things in the world that you might not think this stuff
Yeah.
works. I'll call people and I say the weirdest things.
You pee in the shower.
What's up?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't that. I wasn't that. But I'll-
Tuesday.
Because you can show up.
what's up? I'll just call people on the phone and like, it's just the strangest thing is, and you call somebody up and say, ring, ring, Brooke.
Hello?
Hey, Brooke, hey, what's going on?
No.
Sounds odd, I don't really know her. It's just like, who is this? You know what I'm saying? Hey, real quick, sorry, I know we don't know each other, but do you understand what's happening? You guys get this? I might ask you very odd questions on the phone. Is this Brooke?
Yes.
Is this the Brooke?
Neighbor?
Hey, Brooke, I got a couple seconds. It's Mike Bernoff, just giving you a quick call. You got a few seconds?
Sure.
And what I want to do is I want to get here quickly and find out what they want and make them feel what? Feel good. How do you make people feel good?